on the budget and appropriation ordinances for Batavia Township and the Batavia Township Road District. And there are copies available. If anybody needs a copy. I would assume that what we want to do is to have any questions. Perhaps we should have a motion to approve.
You need a roll call.
You want a road call? Okay, so we'll have the clerk do a road call.
Roll.
Cartamia?
Aye.
Donnet?
Present.
Tracy?
Here.
West?
Here.
Anderson?
Okay. So, perhaps we should have a motion to adopt the budget and appropriation ordinance for Batavia Township, ordinance number B 2019 through 2020.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, it's moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Any questions?
I just have one thing.
Good.
It's not like we haven't looked at these. We've been talking
I know.
about these the last 3 or 4 months.
Yeah,
So,
we've had this.
don't anybody think we just got these and we're passing them.
No.
We've already been through these, so that's all I had. Thank you.
I would just like to make an observation that the Batavia Township, the Batavia Township budget, in essence, is up by about, 1% from last year. So that's not a huge increase, largely due to the Mental Health 708 Fund. Any other discussion? Okay, so let's call for a vote on the adoption of the budget and appropriation ordinance for Batavia Township.
Cartamia?
Aye.
Donnet?
Aye.
Tracy?
Aye,
West?
Aye.
it is approved. Now we shall move to the budget and appropriation ordinance for Batavia Township Road District.
Okay, before you start on that, I did make a line item change. I moved $5,000 out of road maintenance and into salt. And high hopes of having salt and some geomelt in and billed and paid for in the last fiscal year, and that didn't happen, so the carryover is gonna be into this year.
So are those numbers reflected on this list now?
They are not reflected on your old one, they are reflected on the new one.
Is there a separate line item for salt?
Yes, road maintenance was $65,250, it is now $60,250. Snow removal and supplies was $34,250, now it's $39,250. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Just an observation, it looks to me like this is an increase over last year of about 4% total.
It may be because the carryover is a little higher. My levy was the same as last year, so
Yeah.
my tax base was the same. I had a little higher carryover. But this year we'll take care of that, we got bigger projects.
Any other questions, discussions, anything?
I'll move that we approve ordinance number RD 2019-2020.
So, second.
Moved and seconded. Any other discussion? Let's move to a vote.
Cartamia?
Aye.
Donnet?
Aye.
Tracy?
Aye,
West?
Aye.
so done. That ends the budget hearing.
I have to,
Make a motion.
motion to adjourn.
I will,
I make a motion to adjourn the budget hearing.
a second?
Second.
Then moved and seconded to adjourn the budget hearing. All those in favor say aye.
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 Aye. So moved. The budget hearing is now adjourned. Board together, and let's join together in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation,
under
God,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And let's have the clerk call the roll.
Talmio,
Here.
Donnet,
Here.
Tracy,
Here,
West,
Here.
Anderson.
let me just explain that Supervisor Anderson is in the hospital, unfortunately, so I am presiding over the meeting. And we will take a moment here to check the bills and accounts for March, as we have them. Might just make a mention here to the public viewing that is responsibility of the trustees to
We're going to-
approve the bills for payment for each month. So that's what we are doing.
Those are township bills.
Okay.
We'll just take those.
I don't know what this is, but it's interesting.
I can't ask you this, but I don't think the mosquito thing.
The
Is this
mosquito-
the first bill out of the 2 or 3 this year?
That's a good question.
It is the first bill,
I think it's the
Out
first
of 2
bill.
or 3?
at least 3.
3? Oh,
Yeah.
it looked like it went up.
And then we get billed for extra spraying. Yes, it did go up.
Sure did. About $2,000.
Well, you can always refuse to pay.
Oops. Today's the 9th. Or 8th.
9.
I think you ought to opt in to see if you can get a tour of the Clark facility sometime. You guys are really,
That would be interesting.
it is pretty interesting. There's more to it than what you think.
Yeah.
Who's covering Blackberry Township?
Bill Gatsky.
Theirs is probably more interesting than ours.
Yeah, we, Colin takes Geneva, I take Batavia, and Bill takes Blackberry. Keeps it- We're not stepping on each other's toes.
Well, you don't have a whole lot tonight.
We don't need it, so.
You don't, you don't have too much to do tonight.
Do you want to be on the agenda?
Yeah. Do you need to say anything?
I don't have anything this time, but
Okay.
You don't?
What you do,
sometimes that's good,
Susie
right?
Williams.
Yeah.
Who's
you
Susie?
watch this channel on TV.
It's very interesting.
Well, they showed it on 8,000 times.
It's good, it's good for insomnia.
And it's on YouTube.
If you
We can
have
sign
if you
it,
have
I'll sign
I really
insomnia.
don't want to make us spectacle.
Should we do away with that service this year?
I don't know if we passed it or not. Did we pass that mosquito abatement?
I'm sure we did.
I think we should.
Yep.
For this year?
I don't think we have to.
Well, it just sort of.
I think you would have to make a motion
To
to
not do
discontinue
it.
it. Discontinue
I
it.
think so.
It would have to be done, I think,
It's right around the corner, right?
Or you could just take it off the budget, I suppose.
I,
It's there.
But since it was put on because of the vote by the annual meeting, I think the only way you could, effectively take it off would be to vote it out at one of these meetings.
And you can't do it tonight.
No. Well, you
It's
could.
not on the agenda. It's not on the agenda.
Oh, true.
So you're up at crack.
That's true. You have to do it again next year. The only thing we could do is, if we wanted to, we could discuss it for review for next year.
Good.
Oh, you want to allocate for him next year?
Well, I think that
He's gone.
he's gone. They're gone. The dentist is gone. What's this? What am I supposed to do with this? Oh, you want me to sign it? Well, there's 3 of you. I don't need to do it.
One of us refuses to do it.
Oh, I'm gonna do it. There you go. Oh, who refuses? Walt, you're a poop.
That's an official title.
It wasn't him.
Wasn't him. You, was you? How we doing here, boys and girls? And there's no girls here. The assessor is here.
You're asking for it.
I know. I'm inappropriate.
I'm messaging Jim now,
You're
so
not
you better
just
behave.
finished, right?
There we go. So are we okay?
We got one more item here, hold on a sec.
Okay. Here we go.
That's it.
That's it? All righty. So the next item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes for the meeting of March 2019. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Been moved and seconded to approve the minutes for the March 2019 meeting. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Any opposed? Motion is approved. Do we have a motion to approve the accounts? Now, did we actually,
We didn't get to do the accounts.
we didn't, let's skip over the accounts. Do we have approval for the bills to be paid?
Yes, I'll make the motion.
Any second?
Second.
Been moved and seconded to approve the bills to be paid. Any discussion? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Very good. The bills are approved. And is there assessor's report?
Yeah, working on the 2019 assessments. We have over 13,000 parcels that we have to review, so it's time consuming, but we'll get it done.
Good.
And new construction, and then there's some property divisions, so when properties sold, sometimes they divide it out into little parcels, and then we have to value that property as well, so keeping us pretty busy, but we're hoping to have the reviews done hopefully by May 1st.
Is new construction up this year?
Not so far. Honestly, our assessments are due in by June 1st, but then you have the whole, still more than half the year for new construction, so.
Yeah.
There's a couple of little developments going up with the divisions and all that, so.
Yeah.
Randall Highlands is really booming. And then over the Fox Valley Golf Course now, they're dividing that now, and they're really getting going there, so that'll help.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, keep them busy.
Road Commissioner.
Not much new. Hopefully winter's over. Brush pickup starts next week. We'll do another round of leaf pickup sometime next week. If the weather's good, get everything out. We pick up brush every Monday, starting every Monday, every week till October.
So people need to get it out.
Yeah, slowly but surely.
So you'll do one more leaf pickup and that's it until,
Well, hopefully one more, but we kind of look at the weather.
okay.
It's kind of tough dragging that big machine around if there's not a lot out, so we prefer everybody get out what you can and move on.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Old business, well, we have an annual meeting coming up. Is there anything more to say about the signature attestation?
I know we have a stamp for, thank you, I should have grabbed it and brought it over. For us to, for me to sign. Pass it around, let everybody see it.
You stamp your forehead with
Is
it?
that your signature?
No, it's not the signature itself, it says, attest and then has a line to be signed on.
So we have a procedure
Right.
in place. That's the point. To comply with the state statute.
So you would, on these, attest?
Right.
Anything?
I can do that tonight when we're done with the meeting.
And you just test on the cover sheet, not to test on each bill, right?
No, just a cover sheet.
Now, will you be making up a cover sheet for the general town bills like you do for the road district?
Uh,
What are you thinking?
What we were doing, and of course, I didn't know that
What we're
it
doing
wasn't
on
gonna
it?
be done tonight, because, yeah, they usually have it, last couple of meetings would be that sheet that they were running copies off that Jim would sign and then I would sign.
Yeah, okay.
So tonight, I'll just do the cover sheets on each of those, and I believe we'd be in compliance with that at that point?
I think so.
Okay.
So we're all set. Moving along to new business. Next item is an appointment of a deputy clerk. It's my understanding that Layla Brown has agreed to serve as the deputy clerk. And so it might be appropriate to have a motion to appoint Layla Brown as the deputy clerk.
And would the deputy clerk only act as deputy in the absence of the clerk, or generally?
I think
No, in the
only in the
absence.
absence. Only when the clerk is unable to perform.
Right.
Okay,
I move that we appoint Layla Brown as deputy clerk.
any second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to appoint Layla Brown as the deputy clerk. Any discussion? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It is adopted. We have appointed a deputy clerk.
I will come in, in touch with her so I can swear her in as,
Yep.
I'll do that this week.
Good. The other item is, on here is a Will County elimination bill. Is any information?
Well, the state legislature is doing its darndest to get rid of township government. Every year we see 8, 10 bills come through. Most of them have to do with the road districts, little tweaks here and there. They're unhappy with somebody, so they try to make a bill to get rid of them. They've been doing this for years.
Yeah.
So far, it's been thwarted, but eventually it's going to come on. And, I've talked to a couple of legislatures and urged them to not worry about somebody else's business, but maybe take care of their own, and that didn't go very well. But,
Chris, I'm sorry, I wasn't aware of what was going on with Will County. Do you know what's going on there specifically?
I don't know their specifics on,
Okay.
on Will, we've got the same thing.
There's a bill pending in the legislature to abolish various portions of the townships in Will County.
Yeah, well, Connemonious has always been on the agenda, but small road districts. Like Henry County's got 4 or 5 things pending there to try to get rid of the road districts. So, we have to be vigilant.
Any other comments, questions? Next item is a statement of economic interest. I think that all of us elected officials are to file a statement of economic interest.
Does that come up in May? Is that when that is, Howard?
Yeah.
By May
Yeah.
1st or
I
after
believe
May
so,
1st?
May
That was
Yeah.
for my
Do you
email.
You should have gotten an email
Yeah.
from the clerk's office
Yeah.
about that.
So you can do it.
That was like a month ago, right, or 2?
I got
Yeah.
mine about 2 weeks ago.
I got a second notice, I filed last week,
Okay.
So do it.
yes.
Mine's complete.
And it looks like prevailing wages act. It looks like coming up, we have to adopt the prevailing wage ordinance.
No, this year we will not have to adopt
Oh!
the prevailing wage
How come?
ordinance because the state legislature put into effect that we don't have to do it because we have to do it anyway.
So we don't have, so,
It's by law, we have to follow the prevailing wage act, so we do not have to have an ordinance this year to do that.
so we just do it.
Well, it has to be done.
So we do it.
On the plus side for me is that the wage sheets that I get for any work that's done here, where I keep them here, will now be electronically kept in Springfield. Somebody else will take care of it.
That's nice,
No.
I guess, isn't it? Is it okay?
Yeah. This is for capital projects, anything that's not movable, like roads, concrete, buildings, bridges. It does not affect just hiring labor for tree services, landscaping, miscellaneous stuff that's not a capital goods.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah,
We don't have to do it.
yeah, we won't have to hear that grumble.
Yeah,
Just a quick point. In this month's Township Perspective, page 35, about the prevailing wage act changes, it says that this will all change with enactment of Public Act 100-117 in March, which becomes effective on June 1st, 2019. So my comment or my thought would be, since the effective date of this now not required adoption is June 1st, perhaps it may be wise to cover from April 1st to June 1st.
But don't we do our prevailing wage in June? We don't do it in April.
If we don't do it in April, if we do it in June, then we don't need to do it now.
I believe that's true, Van, but I'll check on that for next
I will
meeting.
double check.
Okay.
okay. So we'll check it. We'll make sure we're in compliance.
Yep.
Next item on the agenda is public participation. I perceive no public. Is there any
Well, we
public?
have a gentleman right here, but
Oh, there he is. There's the public.
I'm the public.
You're the public.
Well,
Oh, dear.
I have nothing new to report at this time. Sheriff's Office is still working at the transition of this township deputy program. Getting a lot of good positive reviews on that. Sheriff is full steam ahead, trying to make good and positive changes in the office, so, but nothing new at this time to report.
Thank you.
thank you.
I was gonna ask you too, Doug, the other day I saw a sheriff's car sitting along Main Street up in the parking area. Paperwork we're doing well. Is it frowned upon to stop and actually talk to the?
No,
We
I
can
was-
talk to
I was
you.
gonna pull in and I thought, yeah, maybe it's mind my own business.
no, we're welcome to, have people come up and talk to us and.
I was in my township truck.
Okay, that even more so. Sometimes we get, can you tell me, and then we get really elaborate. You might as well, instead of this car-to-car transaction, why don't you just call me and I'll come to your house and, so I don't want to say that, no, you can't do that sometimes, but yes, all means, stop up and say hello.
But don't say, what are you doing?
Yeah, right.
Okay, do we have any trustee reports? No trustee reports. Any other business? We're approaching the end here. So our next meeting of the Batavia Township Trustees is May 14th, 2019. So we're progressing along towards spring
At 7 PM.
at 7 PM. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved. Second.
Then moved and second to adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The meeting is adjourned.
I'll call to order the Batavia Annual Town Meeting. It's Start off with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Election of moderator. Somebody like to make a motion?
I move Walt Donna to be moderator.
I second.
Steward me up.
Oh, it doesn't like me.
You could always refuse.
I'll refuse,
Okay.
but thank you.
Oh, well, I nominate Joe Bertomeo.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
You get to sit at the head.
Okay, cool.
Get in char- you gotta
And I
get
get,
sworn in.
then I get to tell you to set my salary?
Well, wait, the first thing I have to do is swear you
You have to
in.
swear him in.
Okay, so you can repeat after me.
You have to say what's on the sheet.
Raise your hand, right, is preferable. I, Joseph Patamio,
I, Joseph Bertomeo,
having been elected to the office of Annual Township Meeting Moderator
having been elected to the office of Annual Township Meeting Moderator
in the Township of Batavia,
in the Township of Batavia,
in the County of Kane,
in the County of Kane,
aforesaid,
aforesaid,
do solemnly affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States
do solemnly affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of Annual Township Meeting Moderator
and I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of Annual Township Meeting Moderator
to the best of my
to
ability.
the best of my ability.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, you had a pen,
I
sorry.
do, quite all right. Okay, well, thank you, it's quite the honor. Looks like next on the agenda is to set the moderator's salary.
I'll move that we set the moderator's salary at $100.
Is there a
Oh,
second?
am I allowed to
Yeah,
second?
no, you have to ask if there's a second.
Oh, is there a second?
Dies for lack of second. Dies for lack of second.
I can't hear a word you're saying.
Dies for lack of seconds.
Dies for lack of second.
Ask for another amount.
All right, let's attempt to set the moderator's salary again. Is there a motion?
Get in there.
I move to set the moderator's salary at $0.
Is there a second? Dies for lack of
Second.
second.
I move to set the moderator's salary at $50.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Yep. West.
All right, being new to this, I will say it's passed. Am I able to make a motion here
For,
to decline that pay?
okay, just say you decline the pay.
I decline the pay.
Good.
Great, good for you.
We need an approval of minutes from the annual town meeting from April 10th, 2018. Is there a motion?
I move the approval of the minutes of the annual town meeting of April 10, 2018.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Next year's annual town meeting will take place Tuesday, April 14th, the year 2020. We need to set a time for the annual meeting. This year's was at 7:30. Is there a motion?
I move to set the meeting time at 7:30 for next year's annual town meeting.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It is passed. Now we will hear the supervisor's annual report.
We don't have the supervisor's report ready at this time due to illness. It will be posted as usual. Normally, we do not read more than that into the minutes.
So let it reflect that the supervisor's annual report will be posted
When available.
Very good.
and when available.
And moving on to the next item is the road commissioner's annual report.
That too is typically posted. I can tell you that we had a carryover of $342,383 this year, which is what we like to carry over, give or take a little bit because of bigger projects one year and smaller the next. The Township Road District is doing well, and we're ready for our summer work.
Okay, is there any discussion by electors?
Excuse me, could you give me the 342,000, what was the rest of it?
383.
383, thank you.
Any further discussion? All right, then I would ask for a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Meeting adjourned. Thank you very much.